Slupping, everybody. It's your boy, the Slup. It is episode number 11. It is the South American tour. You're watching us on a Monday afternoon, and if you're not watching it on its debut or its premiere, then in the great words of Truman, good morning, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I don't know why I ended it like that, but it did, and that is where we're at. We are currently in the Copa Libertadores. Ladies and gents, are one step closer to achieving our goal of becoming South American champions. As we move forward, we've got a tough group. We'll talk all about that in a bit. But first, run that intro. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, the Slup. It is more South American tour action. Peñarol is where we are in Uruguay. We are doing absolutely fantastic. Had a little bit of a bump. But we made it through. We're in the Copa Libertadores. That's right. We beat Santa Fe in the end, quite comfortably, I might add. A 2-1 loss, which wasn't comfortable. But the second leg at home absolutely destroyed them 3-1. Was looking a little bit nervy towards the end, but we managed to pull one out. In the league, we have been undefeated in all of our games, completely and utterly dominating. 6 played, 6 wins, 18 goals scored, 2 against. We've been absolutely brilliant in this entire campaign so far. 2 points clear with the game in hand over Nacional. Going to have a look at some of those results. Of course, last time out, we did manage to beat Universidad de Católica. We beat Centero Atlético Phoenix 2-0 in that game. Boston River, we lost 4-2. We beat them, 4-2. That was the only game that we've conceded goals in this league. Also beat Liverpool FC 1-0. And most recently being Racing de Montevideo 5-0. Gaston Moreira picking up 4 goals in that game. And it is a new club record. We've had one game in the Club Libertadores. We beat Colombian team Anguilas Doradas 7-0. That's right. 7-0. That is the second highest ever victory in Copa Libertadores history for us. The rest of the group surge, we have the likes of Santos, Brazilian Giants Santos, an Argentinian team in Club Atlético Vélez Sarsfield. That is our first game of the video. We are going to do the Santos game as well. Those are the 2 games that are coming up in the Copa Libertadores. Of course, big stakes available here. We want to try and go far in the competition. I feel like we have a squad that is absolutely doing fantastic. We had a little bit of I want to say it was a good blessing. And that was Guillermo de Amores picking up an injury. And I know that sounds horrible because he did play the first 2 games in the league and didn't concede a goal, 2 clean sheets. But he got injured, obviously. And then I had look at the thing that it said he's injury prone. And I looked at his injuries. He's had a lot of injuries from 2025 till now. So in 2 years, he has missed over 3 months of football. It is a lot of football that he has missed in terms of that. And then just in 2024 alone, he missed basically half a season as well. So it has been to the point where he is very injury prone. But with that being said, good old Randall Rodriguez here has definitely stepped up to the plate. 4 played, 2 conceded, 3 clean sheets, overall 7-5. He did concede 3 goals in continental football, but he has been absolutely fantastic. And I feel he might be our permanent replacement coming at the top of the team there. One interesting thing about our team, we have a former club interested in our centre mid in Leonardo, who I might actually consider loaning him out to. Rangers de Talca are looking at possibly loaning him. There is some maybe some camaraderie between them. I'd like to help them out there. They are sitting in 12th in the league. They're not doing very hot at the moment. They did lose a lot of their top players this season. You can have a look here. The likes of Kevin not in the first team at the moment. I don't know why he should be in that team, but couple of big names that they not utilizing, I suppose, to the best of their abilities. Playing with, I suppose they're going with a flat back three. It's expectable. I mean, this is not the best tactic to play with them. It's not the tactic that's marked out here. Maybe it is. I don't know. But anyway, that is them. That is just some interesting news that I had. Other news is that Sebastian Sosa is also wanted. He's wanted on loan by Tombenetsi in Brazil. I was thinking of maybe trying to sell him. I offered him out for sale. They didn't bite. So there is an option. I suppose they're only willing to wait till the transfer window opens, which it does open in approximately 93 days. We have 3 months left of the current squad, which means that for the next 3 months, which is basically April and May, the end of the opening season is where we have the transfer. So between June, July, and August. We also play in the Copa Uruguay, by the way. That has been announced. We are going to be playing in this round. We're going to go straight into the first round, I think it is, or second round. I can't remember which one it is, but there we go. It is a cup competition for us to potentially go deep in. We did win it in 2025. It is a fairly new competition in Uruguay. And by the way, I did actually have a little bit of a look in the Chilean league rules, and I kind of misinterpreted a lot of it when I looked at the rules about the under-21 situation. So here's the issue that I misread. So here where it says, total minutes played by under-21 player must be at least equal to 70% of the time played by the team at this stage. So I misread the situation. So I thought that it basically means they cannot play at all, and I misread that. I completely misread that. It basically means that they are allowed to play 70% of the games, but only within 30 minutes of 90 minutes. So essentially, they can only be substitutes, and they shouldn't be playing more than 70%. I had guys playing up to about 90% of the games across. So that's why we were fined. Just for a little bit of clarification, I have spoken a lot. It is time to take on Vélez. We are playing at home in the Copa Bridgestone Libertadores. This is the team that I have selected to start. We're going to go with Rodriguez in goal. We finally have all of our players registered for the Copa Libertadores, which means Ross on the right, Rodriguez in the middle, Gaston Rodriguez, Fernandez next to him, Ryan on the left-hand side, Perez, Lucas Minero, Diaz, Moreira, Alonso, and Silveira. Those are the guys that are all starting up there. And we're going to go straight to the game. I am going to do this, though, because we are now playing 2 Rodriguez, and it does make things a little bit more complicated. We're just going to call him Guzman. Our keeper can be... Oh, my bad. Our keeper can be Rodriguez. He's going to be Guzman. Keep it simple, stupid. That's the way we're going to do it. Moving forward, I think. Just to clarify that. But let's go to the game. First Copa Libertadores game on the YouTubes. Can we make it 2 for 2? We start off with a corner to us. Moreira starting ahead of Gonzalez in more recent games. Has been on very good form. And not with that pass, though. That was appalling. But they've given it back to Fernandez, who just stood and watched Guzman and him. Just, I don't know what they were doing there. But if they score, I mean, Rodriguez... I don't know which way you were diving, son, but the ball was definitely not going in that direction. Of course, Vélez, one of the favorites in the group of Vélez and Santos, 2 very big teams, 2 big teams that we need to beat. Vélez doing quite well in the Argentinian leagues. Finished 3rd in their league, respectively. And had to go through a qualifier as well to get in here. Rosso, though, to Lucas Minero. Diaz, good ball to Moreira. Trying to cut inside, couldn't find it. Good defending from Vélez at the moment. Pellegrino, though, loses out to Guzman, but Garcia is back to pick it up. Fernandez for them. Ryan trying his best to put him off. He's beaten his man, Manuel Fernandez. Is that offside? I think that was close. I think that was close. Oh, that was agonizingly close, and it's not offside. It is going to be a goal. What happened? Yeah, just ran right through Ryan. Yeah, he was onside. Yeah, Fernandez played him onside there, I think, in the end. Oh, that was just good play from Vélez. In fact, all three of our backs there played him onside. Fernandez, Guzman, and Rosso. Only Ryan was the only one that took a step forward. Very interestingly. But, I mean, we do have that huge goal advantage over them, having beat Aguilas 7-0. But I don't want to lose games, that's for sure. Lucas Monero trying to get the header in. Can't do it. Moreira looking for options. Finds Silvero. Nicely done. Perez couldn't get to it. They've won the ball back. But Rosso will pick up a deep in our half. Played all the way back to Rodriguez. Fernandez now. Looking for Perez. Lucas Monero. Back to Perez. Back to Lucas Monero. Good ball to Moreira. Trying to bring it wide now to Rosso. He's got Diaz in front of him. Diaz picks up Moreira and a good save there from the goalkeeper. Of course, Diaz coming in. Darius did pick up a slight knock. He is fully fit to play this game. I think he's on the bench. I didn't mention that. But Lucas Monero, I will mention. That's another goal for him. That's his 6th of the season from centre mid. Lucas Monero, man of the moment. A beautiful little header. Didn't even have to jump for that. That's how good that placement was from Moreira on the corner. We take back the lead. Diaz now pushing forward, trying to get a second in early succession. Moreira. Diaz. Lucas Monero. Picking up a shot, and Rosso will pick up the return ball. Monero. Perez with a long-range effort. And a good save from the keeper. The rebound not to our advantage there, but we are looking good. We are looking strong at the moment, that's for sure. Rosso. Poor throw in from him. Lucas Monero to Diaz. Back to Lucas Monero. Ooh, that was close. That was super close. And suddenly it seems to be everything going our way with Alonso now on the left flank. He's been absolutely fantastic since coming back from loan. Alonso looking for someone in the box. Can't find anyone. Mendes will give it away to Guzman. Perez. Alonso. Back to Perez. Cuts inside Moreira. That was a poor shot. I can't believe a man who scored 4 goals in the last game can't hit at least the target in this game. It was shockingly bad. It really was. That was terrible, actually. Like, halftime approaching, and it is going to be 1-1. I feel like we've been the better team. It took us a little bit longer to get into the game. But I think we're doing well. I'm going to say I'm not happy with the performance. I want them to do a little bit better. Just try and encourage the team a little bit. Here we go. Alonso with the corner this time. Looking for the back post. Lucas Moreno! Monero scores. Monero scores. It's 2-1. Let's go, Lucas! Woo! I just invented a chant for him. It was a terrible chant, but it is a goal. It is 2-1 in the Copa Libertadores. Penarol 2-1 up. Absolutely fantastic to see. Ramirez with the corner to the back post. It is cleared away from us, but not as far as Mendes now. Velez trying to bring through. This time Rodriguez gets the save in there. And Rodriguez looking for options now. Going long to Diaz. Lucas Monero. Diaz trying to bring their play forward. Lucas Monero, 2 goals for him in this game now. Trying to build up from the midfield. Diaz brings it in forward. Diaz with the... I mean, he could have had a better shot, but he did get a shot on target. It is going to be a corner. We have been lethal in corners. Alonso this time goes short to Moreira. He's got options in the box. Decides to run it all the way back to Ryan. And, I mean, what is the point of even showing me that? That just makes me upset. That's what that does. It makes me upset to see things like that. We're going to make some swaps. Moreira has been absolutely poor in this game. Gonzalez will come on. Darius can come in for Diaz. He's looking super fit and ready to go. Silvera has been super quiet. Skunka can come up front for him. Elsewhere, I'm going to give Ryan a little bit of a rest and bring on Kumanya. Kumana has played a couple of games, handful of games. But Ryan has been very, very good. Just looking a little bit tired in this game. My goalkeeper's injured. Rodriguez is injured. Arm injury. I've got to rely on my third choice goalkeeper, Washington Aguirre. I mean, he's not bad. He's not a bad option to bring on, but Oh, man. Oh, Aguare needs to step up now. He was our third choice goalkeeper. I mean, he's played a handful of games last season. It looks like we just got very bad luck with goalkeepers over the last 2 or 3 seasons because I've just noticed a lot of these guys have played a couple of games. Lucas Monero, it's the hat-trick. Hat-trick of hat-tricks. Hat-tricks of headers is what I wanted to say. Hat-trick of corners. Lucas Monero. Look at this. This is beautiful. Again from Alonso this time. Lucas Monero, keeper left completely stranded. They just can't seem to mark Lucas Monero. Is his jumping reach that good even? I mean, his headering is 16, so jumping reach is 15. He's not bad. He's not a bad man to have in the air, isn't he? Absolutely fantastic. 3-1 up. Looks like it might be settled. Do they have one last chance in them to give me a bit of a nervy last 5 minutes or so? Fernandez, or can we really put it beyond them and score 4? Guzman now trying to play from the back. They are pressing a lot more than they have in the game. Darius looks for Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes wide across to Alonso. Alonso's got options in the box. Goes back to Lucas Monero. Takes a long-range effort. And that's his 4th of the game. Lucas Monero showing that he's not just a one-trick pony. He can smash them into the back of the net as well. Absolute thunderbolt of a goal there from Monero. He has literally inspired the squad into greatness. Much like Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United, Lucas Monero is doing that for Peñarol. How he's done that is absolutely insanely good. And we picked him up for pretty much nothing, ladies and gents. I'll show you the details now. Darius with the free kick goes for the long-range effort, hits the crossbar. It is going to be a corner. Can Monero score a 5th and final goal from the head? I mean, that would be absolutely crazy. He doesn't, but Guzman does, showing that he can't be outclassed when it comes to the air. That's 5 goals in this game, 7 in our last Copa Libertadores. We are absolutely flying high as a kite when it comes to continental football. Guzman getting on to the score sheet as well. What a result. You can have a look. Lucas Monero bought him for free from Brazil. Didn't have the best of time in Brazil, to be completely honest with you guys. You can see, had a little bit of time in Portugal as well. Went back on loan to Belgium for a bit. But he has been absolutely insanely brilliant for us already this season. 7 played in total out of all competitions. 5 goals. You absolutely love to see it. It'll be now 8 and 9. That's how much this man has meant to us already. Absolutely brilliant. Good victory. We've got one more game coming up. We've got Santos in the 3rd game of the Copa Libertadores. They managed to beat Aguilas 3-1. It is going to be a top of the clash match. Randall is out for 6 weeks. Oh, man. All right. We'll make a plan. We'll make a plan. Well, we're back. And things can't be any worse at the moment. We have to rely on an 18-year-old goalkeeper in Corbello. That's right. Came from our youth academy, had his first game, had his first ever clean sheet. Fantastic. We do have a goalkeeper available. I am not going to risk bring him on because he's injury prone. I want him to be fully fit before he comes on. Washington Aguero picked up an injury. He's out for 7 weeks. Rodriguez is out for 5 weeks. De Amores, he's not 100% fully fit, and I don't want to risk it. Everybody's angry with me because Gonzalez wants a new contract. He wants to be earning about 13,000 a week. To put it into perspective for everybody, the highest earner at the club is on 13.5, and that's Silveira, with Monero second on 11.5. It's going to destroy our finances a little bit. We are currently overspending on the wage budget by 20,000. I can't adjust the budget anymore for some reason. So, yeah, next season we have to cut a couple of players out. There is a few players that are probably going to be out and about soon enough in the team. There's a few guys on this list here and in the reserves that we are going to be looking at to get rid of. But yeah, this is the team we're starting with at the moment. Colbero will start in goals. We go Rosso, Guzman, Fernandez, Ryan, Monero, Perez, Darius, Morea, Alonso Silveira, all starting. We did win our last game, 1-0 the match in between, taking on Santos in the Copa Libertadores. Crucial game. We're about 15 or 13 minutes in. There is a corner coming across to the near post. Guzman deals with that nicely, and they win it back. That he ran a lot to cover that space there. Atuesta. Mario Fernandez comes in there, gets the rebound. Darius will clear it as far as to Kivison. Tabata goes into the middle. I think Morales was a little bit offside there, if that had gone in. Of course, like I said, it is a huge opportunity for us to win this, go 3 out of 3, and really cement ourselves at the top of the table. We don't have a regular goalkeeper at the moment. We're playing an 18-year-old youth prospect, and I'm hoping that our defense is going to be strong enough to prevent them from taking as many shots as they can against the goalkeeper. Like in that situation now, has launched Morea through on goal. He's got men up front. Silveira, who's been very quiet lately. Alonso hits the crossbar. That would have been something, wouldn't it? That would have been absolutely brilliant of a strike. I was talking about Silveira. He has not been great at the moment. He is a bit of a question mark in the area. Alonso with the corner, looking for Lucas Monero. We saw him score 3 against Velez in the last game. This time, it is saved by the goalkeeper. Santos have done their homework in preventing us from scoring from headers. For now, though, for now. Half-time, it is 0-0. I'm actually happy with the way things are going. I'm not too distressed. Another team I don't like what I've seen because I want to see a little bit more. And I don't want to see is a kickoff highlight right now from Santos. Kim goes back to Mario Fernandez, looking for Malcolm. And he gets taken down on. I think that's going to be a red. Oh, come on! He's second yellow. It's a red. We just have to bring Morea. We'll play without attacking midfielder. It does mean Mazzala might have to go and attack a little bit forward, just to get him into that space that's over there. Oh, that hurts. Otesto hits the crossbar. That was close. Mauro Fernandez looking for another one. Basso still upset. Oh, it was offside in the end. But 10 men now against Santos is not ideal. I won't lie. It's not an ideal way to continue with the rest of this half. We are going to make a swap. Silveira has looked very poor up front, although has been quite isolated. I've been rotating Correa and Sunka and Sosa around in that left-hand side. Elsewhere, Lucas Monero not looking 100% fit. I'm going to bring on Larzabal to play in there. He's done quite hard. Darius still recovering from his injury. Bringing Gonzalez to play in on the right. And then elsewhere, we'll get enough subs for now. Just the 3. Play it all on the right-hand side, I guess. Mario Fernandez looking for options. Malcolm. Thiago Maia. Former Lille man finds his way through to Atuesta. Couldn't score the goal. And that was the first real test from our goalkeeper in Curobello. Didn't need to make the important save there in the end, which was good. But as it stands, you know what? In the grand scheme of things, a 1-1, a 0-0 draw, I think might be a good result here. But Santos might have different ideas. Now they're pushing forward with Morelos. He's got many men forward with him. Thiago Maia, one of them. Lucas Braga, another one. And what a finish there. Corbello, I mean, buddy, you could have been the world's best goalkeeper. That was a stunning strike to prevent any form of just good strike. The keeper was kept a little bit flat-footed, maybe. But I mean, at 18 years old, you can't expect too much from him, I guess. It does mean Santos move a little bit ahead of us in the log, because then they will have 3 from 3. We're still struggling a little bit, I won't lie. I'm going to make 1 or 2 more swaps, just try and help the squad out there. Felipe Carriers come in there for Perez. Actually, you know what? Let's give Leonardo a run there. Leonardo come in for Perez. And Morea can come off. We'll bring on to play on the left-hand side. Like I said, I've been rotating them often enough. All three guys around just to give them as much game time as possible. Don't see us winning this one. With 10 men down, there's 1 minute left. It is going to end with a Santos victory. A little bit disappointed in Alonso getting sent off so early in the second half. It did put a little bit of a damper on the team, but with the grand scheme of things, we are still in second in the Copa Libertadores. Top two go, of course, through to the next round. Our victories over Vélez and Angeles Dorados, both big results, helped us a lot progressing through. Of course, next time out, I think the most likely one would be the Nacional and the Vélez game. I think those two, and could even close up the opening stages of the season. We could go undefeated in the opening stages. Still a lot of football left to play. We'll come back for that, though. See you guys in a bit. Well, there you have it, guys. 2 wins from 3 in the Copa Libertadores. We picked up a victory in the video. We lost to Santos. I did say Santos was going to be one of the toughest games that we've had to endure so far, and it was a bit of a tough one. Yes, the goalkeeper situation is currently not helping at all in this whole grand scheme of things. And you know what? Maybe that's something we have to look at in the summer, because apparently we've just got a bunch of injury-prone goalkeepers at the club. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments down below what you think we should do. Should we sign a new goalkeeper? Should we stick to Rodriguez? Should we stick to the other guys? We've got Aguero as well there. We've got 3 very good goalkeepers. Question is, do we stick with them because they're injury-prone, or do we get someone? You leave the comment down below. While you're there, hit subscribe and, of course, give the like button. It really does help the algorithms a lot. For now, though, your boy the Vaslap is out here. Peace. Chicken grease.